advantages in the Big Ten. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Badgers ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Running inside, it's Hansen. Breaks into the open. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
Looking to throw, it's Beck. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and they force the incomplete.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Pulls and fires complete. Could not make his way to the corner.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Dances away to buy time. He's going to fire to the left. He's got it down the field. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Nittany Lions trying to cash it in on first and goal. In the red area, it's Peoples. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Might be calling a hot route. Throwing Joseph. Finds his tight end. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Escapes the pressure to his right. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up, way to know where the sticks are. Now put you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
Again, it's Joseph. Makes the grab. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver there working on the crossing route. And a big thing for the quarterback there, you've got to be able to give your receiver time to work through all the traffic, get by the linebackers in the middle of the field, and work all the way over to the other side. The offensive line has to give the quarterback time, and the QB's got to be patient, but it all worked out perfectly, and they're able to get a big play.
Oh, he makes the catch. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Joseph. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, as he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry.
Runs through a man. He might have space. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Well, you're trailing in the game. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Again, it's Joseph. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man in the middle. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And they did tack on the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Martin. He doesn't get it back to the 25. He's out of bounds at the 21-yard line. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hansen. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Beck. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Going over the top. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll run it to the right side. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Quarterback may change this route. Throwing Joseph. He'll take the deep shot. That one falls out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in stands.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. He makes the grab. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And that play works because the QB did an unbelievable job. He's going through his progressions. He's sitting in the pocket, and he sees, man, a lot of space out to his right. I get the ball to my playmaker, and he does the rest. This is what's so fun about him. He's going to...
Touchdown, Badger! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Ready to fire from the pistol. To the air, it's Beck. Quickly complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Handoff to the lone back. Ball is loose. Oh, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky.
There's some room. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
And the Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. Rushes on him. He's on the move. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Penn State.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
Out of space. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Joseph fires to the big fella. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
We knew this defense was going to be physical in this game. How about that hit on the tight end after a nice gainer preventing him from getting the 1st down?
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Moving out to the right. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys too, so good luck stopping.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
But when you get down here inside the red zone, you got to be able to run the football. And it's one thing to do it conventionally, but I like the idea of mixing it up and trying to go jet sweep.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end. live look at Camp Randall Stadium in Madison. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the Penn State Nittany Lions and the Wisconsin Badgers. Reese Davis, Dave Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
I caught up with the Nittany Lions head coach before the game. He is so excited because this crowd has been one of their best assets all season. They make every game difficult. When a hard opponent comes in, the crowd rises to their best occasion. And he's been telling the students all week, we need you today, guys.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Badgers will kick off first, and here we go. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. The run inside. It's Hansen. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
And that one's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Back to pass, it's Beck. He's going for a big play downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. There he goes. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Makes it past the marker. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss it. If this guy gets into the second...
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
Defenses at some point are going to have to figure out how to slow this guy down because he already has 3 receiving touchdowns. We're only 4 games into the season. Nobody has an answer for this guy.
And the extra point is good. He'll bring it out. It's Martin. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Pulls it in. It's Sowell.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Looking to throw. It's Beck. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. It's complete. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking.
Going downfield for the big play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And I guess he didn't watch the tape from a week ago. Because when you threw at this guy last week, he made big plays. He had 2 picks a week ago. They try him early in this football game, and it's the exact same result. You better be wary when you go after that young man.
Throwing Joseph. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
What a grab with one hand.
Well, that's about as impressive as a short gainer catch as you're ever going to see. I mean, didn't get the first, didn't go very far downfield, but it was pretty looking. Got it with one hand. I mean, I guess there's that.
He wants to change this route. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun on 3rd down, Joseph fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Complete to start this drive. Turning it on! And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Hansen. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple. Being traditional, running the football.
There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
Man, I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And we always go back and we look like, what was the play of the game? Those moments that were so big, that was huge for this offense, man. Already trailing in the football game, 3rd down and long situation to get that conversion and now get 1st and goal. A chance to cut into this lead. Really nice, big opportunity.
He's going for the goal line. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Penn State.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And he added the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll bring it out to the 33-yard line, and that's where he stopped, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive, and then quickly went to Pot with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with this third possession. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Fires to the big fella. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Joseph escapes the pressure going right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
He's loose on the right. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. The Badgers headed quickly to the line. A first down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Badgers. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the run, it's Hansen. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. He'll run it again. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Open field on the right. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hansen. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
And he can make things happen, too. It's so important now. You see this all the time in college football. Running back by committee. This team has a lot of talent. They are a loaded backfield, and it's good to see this backup now getting some run in this game.
Makes a catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Extra point here will tie the game.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they forced the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Might be changing the route. Throwing Joseph. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Motion from the back. To the air on first down. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Complementary offensive football, finding just enough balance, and Wisconsin quarterbacks have always done a great job staying within their system.
Stay within the system, stay within yourself, know when to chuck the football. But more importantly, what do you got to do, Reese? You got to take care of the football. Play action, make those plays, but don't put the ball in harm's way.
Punts it out of the air. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Grab behind the line. It's Kearney. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a 1st and goal.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
Really nice job by the safety on that play, deep in their own end. They were ready for the quarterback run, and he was spying him the entire time. As soon as he saw the QB take off, he was able to rally to him and make a nice tackle.
Pressure coming. Wideout trying to get it in. Touchdown, Wisconsin! And they take it in for 6 more points. They get the score and maybe a little extra time with the trainers in recovery after the game as a result of that hit.
He's going to be taking an ice bath after this game. This is a physical defense, and this quarterback knew coming into this game he was going to have to make plays like that. He knew he was going to get hit. He knew he was going to get punished, but you're just seeing so much maturity. So impressive watching this quarterback play from the pocket.
And right down the middle. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game. He's going to let it go. Leaping grab for a big gain. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Back to pass, it's Beck. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Gets away from one, finds room. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. The Nittany Lions peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Caught in the backfield, it's Sowell. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Reads it, fires complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. Third down coming. Gonna look downfield again. Under fire. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
Wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This offense is so deep in the hole, it looks like the end zone's at the end of the earth. Joseph. Here comes the heat. Hauls it in. Gets it out to the 16-yard line, and it'll be a first down. And the Badgers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for their first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
That's caught. It's Rigby. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
It's complete to the right. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. Wisconsin stops the clock, uses its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Throwing Joseph. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Again, it's Joseph. Rifles it down the middle. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Spits it out to the back. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Dropping back, it's Beck. Here's the pressure. And down he goes.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
Got his man. The Badgers want to talk things over, and they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Pocket breaking down. He's sacked. This defense all over it. The Badgers now use their third timeout, and they can't stop the clock again. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. The Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking for room, it's Hansen. Got enough for the first. Still on his feet at the 45. Boy, he almost finished his half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped? They're eager to head to that dressing room right now. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. Lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We start with Colorado taking on the Baylor Bears. And it's the home squad in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone-booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win.
Here comes Wisconsin's offense to get this drive underway.
Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the Big Ten.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Joseph. The short hands. It's Kearney. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Facing a third down is short from the 26. From the gun. Wants to pass. Finds the tight end. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. And the Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. Stepping to the right. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Joseph. They're working that left side. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. It's complete. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football. He's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
He wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Breaks free, and he might be gone. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Badgers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wide receiver going in motion. Again, it's Joseph. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers! On the sideline, got it in the end zone. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Nice move there. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Here's a gift to Peoples. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all fourth downs are created equal.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Trying to do it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on fourth down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot. In a sudden change situation, let me see if I can throw one deep and make this team pay for not getting that fourth down.
He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Throwing Joseph. Release to the back. Fired in there, but incomplete. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. Making side adjustments here. Joseph from the gun on third down. Quickly to the tight end. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. To the air on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside.
Makes the grab.
As a quarterback, you've got to be precise when throwing these corner routes. You cannot leave the ball short or that thing is getting picked. So nice job by the QB putting enough air under the ball to give his wide receiver a chance.
And the Badgers are threatening on 1st and goal. He'll take it himself. Touchdown, Wisconsin! And the pummeling has started.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Beck. He unleashes a long one. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. 1 more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. He goes right back to the air. Lets it fly. Goes high to pull it in. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Gain of 28. That's a first down for the offense.
The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. Here's a heat. Breaks loose. Hard-hitting tackle.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Penn State.
Penn State, number 87. To the end zone.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Looking downfield, it's Beck. He gets in there for the 2. It's a 2-possession game now, and they've still got a shot. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the read. The give on the option. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Back has it. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Incomplete, and they tried to catch him flat-footed on first down, but the defense was ready.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Hands it off. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Looking down the middle. Down the seam. He's brought down the one of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Joseph. Got it. Touchdown, Badger! And the route is on. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. He is putting the Badgers on his back. Reminds me of games we called when Russell Wilson was at the helm.
Yeah, and I know Wisconsin fans get jacked up when they get great quarterback play. They don't get it very often. They don't get the explosive numbers with this offense. But this dude, he's putting on a show, and I guarantee you they are jumping around.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Scanning the field, it's Beck. Throws for the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Sowell. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
First down for the offense.
Wants to go right back downfield. Oh, they're after him. Hit as he throws. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over. Like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Fires to the tight end. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Nittany Lions racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hansen.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Looking for a man. It's Beck. Bringing the heat. He makes a catch. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Under fire. Jumped on top of the pile.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting to the ground.
Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. So close to cashing it in for this offense. The snap sets up to throw. Touchdown, Penn State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Getting aggressive here and going for 2. He's looking to pass. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Pass to 50. Pass to 30. 10. He just set sail for the end zone after the pick and turns it into a 2-point return.
I love the effort by the field goal unit. They don't just take the play off. They don't hang their heads. They rush the extra point. Look at that. Get their hand up, get a paw on it, pick it up, and take it all the way back for 2 points and gain some momentum for this defense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. Breaks into the open. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Wisconsin. And the punishment has been extended. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in Week 4. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's James Peoples to begin the drive. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
A huge game. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and have a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Handoff for Peoples. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Fires to the wideout. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. Wants to bring it back. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snap to the back. There he goes. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
And they are knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage as the defense declaws the Wildcat. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. And that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses that evolve so much, they can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.